Hey, 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 family, what's going on? It's your chief visionary, Natasha Davis. Whoop, whoop. How are you? Listen, happy Thursday to you. It is a great week. It's a beautiful day. It's amazing time. You are catching me here for the Real Biz Life Live. I'm super, super excited. You know how much I love, love, love sharing information, answering questions, dissecting the good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh my goodness. You know how much I love that. All right. So, we are live in Facebook. We're live in YouTube. We're live in LinkedIn. My Instagram fam are catching us on YouTube. I know before you was like, I cannot believe she's not streaming live on Instagram. It's too much work. Okay. It's too much work. I have to do too many things. And then I got to hear from the people that's like, why you keep looking down? Because I have to look at two screens. Hello. Show me some love. All right. Listen. So, we are here in my business lab and we are going to talk about some good things today. But, here in the business lab, it's Thursday. We got to loosen up. We got to have a little fun before we get into the meat and the potatoes of it. So if you're catching me, you know what time it is. It's a little time for music. It's time to get some food for your soul. Yes. All right. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not too proud to beg. Come on. Now listen, catching us live. Show me some love. Make sure you can hear me. Let me know. Put something in the comment section. But you have to accept us. Okay? But let me know you can hear me. But you know what? I will cry to keep you, baby. Yes. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. What is it? You are at your desk. I know you feel this. Just loosen up. I'm not going to be with you too long. You're taking a 15-minute break. Listen, it's good for your soul. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Who is this? Who is this? Do you know who this is? Who's entertaining us? All right. Where's my music, people? I need to know it. I need to know it. Do you know? What? Woo! Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. Come on. I ain't too with you, baby. Don't go, don't go, don't go. Uh, uh. What? You gotta feel your shoulders. You feel your shoulders. I know you do. And just, all right, get your neck involved. Get your neck involved. I know you want to keep typing, but you are feeling this, right? Oh, happy Thursday, guys. It's your chief visionary, Natasha Davis. And this is the Real Biz Life live. So I tell you what, anything can happen. This is not pre-recorded. Something may happen. All right. Yes. Don't leave me. Leave me. You know what? You guys stop all the shenanigans. Stop all the shenanigans. Listen, it is time to go into the business lab, right? And like I said, this is live. We are talking about making sure that, you know, we got to uncover some things, right? We got to uncover things. We need to talk about strategies for increasing sales. It's time to talk about increasing sales. We need to increase the sales, but here's the problem. A lot of people think in business that they're increasing the sales from the outside in. That is not correct. We need to increase the sales from the inside out. Sales starts increasing when you start looking on the inside within your company, right? Within the team, within thyself. Okay. And then you start to unpack it. So it's a domino effect on the outside. All right. And so today, what we are going to talk about is the simple strategies to improving sales from the inside out. All right. So it's your chief visionary, Natasha Davis. We're going to do this real quick. We're going to have some fun. We are live in Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. My Instagram family, you catching us on YouTube. Thank you so much. My Twitter family, you're catching us on what? YouTube. All right. So let's talk about it real quick. And yes, I have notes, and I'm going to be looking at my notes because I don't want to get off topic. And you know how much I love this stuff, and I can actually mess around and talk too much. And mess around, and you're not going to get your topics that you need. Okay. So anyway, so let's talk about number one. The first thing we want to talk about when you are unpacking sales strategies and you need to start looking at improving and increasing those sales strategies. Here's one of the things that I encourage my clients to do. How about you start having a shift start meeting? A shift start meeting. What do I mean by that? Every shift. So if you have 2 shifts, if you have 1 shift, if you have 4 shifts, depending on the type of business you have, every shift you want to have a shift start meeting. And it's not long and lengthy. It's quick, 5 to 10 minutes. And what you're going to talk about is, okay, here's what we're working on. Here's what our focus is. Here's what the issue was. Tell me what your main key is. Tell me did you need help with something? What do you need to know? Tell me, talk to me. And then you want to address those things right on the spot. A shift start meeting also covers what's the goals for the day. These are the goals for the day. These are the things that occurred that we are yesterday or last month or last week that we're actively working on resolving. Okay. So having a shift start meeting, again, does not have to be long and lengthy. I am not talking about 30, 45 minutes. This is not a team meeting. This is not like an operations meeting. You have financial meetings for that. You have your team meetings. You have onboarding meetings. You have crisis meetings and all that stuff for this. This particular meeting is a 5 to 10 minute, is getting the shift in the mindset to do what? To sell and to excel. To sell and to excel, right? 70% of meetings that are being held nowadays, and this was a study done in 2021, 70% of meetings that are done actually decrease the productivity of the team because they don't have a clear structure, they don't have an agenda, they don't have clear outcomes, and they don't have clear timelines. At the end of the day, they are repetitive without results. Ouch. Okay. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. We'll talk about setting meeting agendas next time. All right. So having a shift start meeting. Number 2, how about you have these mini product or service trainings, right? So here's what we're talking about. The mini product or service trainings. Again, this is a fun way to educate the team, whether you're a team of 1 + 1, 1 + 5, 1 + 10, 20, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. So you want to start having these mini product and service trainings. Now, here's the fun part. Here's how you can do it. Instead of you, the leader, you, the executive, you, the manager, you, the boss, right? Because we got all these boss chicks and, boss men all over the place, right? So instead of you leading the trainings all the time, how about you hand it over and you pick a team member and let them train you on the product or the service? And again, it's not long and drawn out and you're not micromanaging and all that stuff. But here's what you're giving them an opportunity to align with the product or service, especially if it's their primary one, right? So what you're going to do is let them train. They're going to talk about the value, the benefits, the features of it. Catch this. Who is the product for, who it's not for, who's it ideal for, what is this product or service a complement to? So those are the things you want to do. With a larger team, you can assign a new team member each day. With a smaller team, if you have a weekly meeting, just do it once a week. Yes? All right, good. Number 3, I want you to look at your daily and your weekly sales targets, and I want you to monitor them consistently. See, here's the problem. You don't need to keep waiting until the end of the week, the month, the quarter, the year, and let those sales fall by the wayside. You don't need to keep waiting for that to happen, okay? Look at it on a daily basis. Pay attention to the goals, the targets that's happening, right? Look at it and say, okay, okay, are we supposed to be increasing our sales by 10%? Are we going to increase revenue by 10%? What about if our goal is to decrease attrition of our clients by 5% within a quarter or within a year, right? What about increasing our customer retention versus acquisition, right? What are we looking at? So pay attention, be very, very specific, but also you want to be consistently intentional with it. Be intentional with your sales goals. Do not sit there and wait until a quarter or a whole half of a year pass by and you're like, how are we doing on sales? Or catch this one, better yet, you wait until you need the revenue or you need the sales in order to pay attention to it. Ouch. See, that's what you don't need to do. Don't sit there and wait until the revenue has already declined and you're not making the revenue. And then you're like, uh-oh, what's going on with our sales? And now you want to start yelling at everyone. Yelling at everyone because they didn't do their job, including you. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right. So here's another thing I want you to look at. So specifically for product businesses, specifically for product-based businesses, right? One of the things I want you to pay attention to, right, is shrink rate. Shrink rate. So if you have like a retail store, as well, you got to pay attention to your shrink rate. So basically, you're making sure your products don't grow legs and they walk off. Whoops. Don't want to open up any wounds, right? Okay. Anyway, you have to pay attention to your shrink rate. So when you're in a product or a retail store, as the leader or whoever the manager is assigned, you do this consistently every day or every week, however your inventory check goes, but you do this consistently. So no one feels singled out. No one feels like you're targeting them. Well, the only time the chief visionary checks the retail and the inventory is when I'm working on the cash register. No. You're going to get yourself an employment case, right? Be up in HR talking about, I wish the chief visionary would have said that. I did. I just said it. Don't target people with your shrink rate check. Check it for everybody, right? All right. So what is your shrink rate? What are you checking? So here's what you're checking for retail. Now, there's a way to do this in a service capacity, but that's a whole different situation. So I'm talking to my retail people, okay? Much love to you. Thank you for joining me. I see you. Yes, I do. Much love. I love you guys. Thank you. All right, so check this out. Your shrink rate, what you're doing is you're looking at how much do I have on hand at the beginning of the shift? How much was sold according to the register in the shift, and how much is on hand at the end of a shift. Basic check, basic calculation. Now, this will be very challenging for people who do not have an inventory system set up to pay attention to their products. If they don't know what their inventory is, whether it be the complete product or the raw product, this is not going to work. You're going to be like, this is too complicated. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Wrong. I do know what I'm talking about. The problem is you haven't been checking your inventory. Talk to me. I don't want to call anybody out, right? I don't want to be the one to have to call you out. All right. So listen, check your shrink rate. It's important. All right. Here's number 5. Fun customers or happy customers comes from fun staff. Okay. You don't have a miserable, cranky staff and going to have fun customers or happy customers, because your cranky staff is going to piss off your customers, and it's all going to be a whole situation and that you don't want to have to deal with anyway. Okay. All right. So here's what I want to say to you. So the key thing that I want to say to you is this. Make sure your staff is having fun, show appreciation and love to them, and your customers will in turn be happy. You make sure not only do you educate your staff, but you can course correct them in love. Don't let your staff run around thinking that they're all perfect. You know, they better than wheat bread, right? Wonder Bread. Y'all remember Wonder Bread? Y'all remember Wonder Bread? See, we didn't have gluten issues when we was eating Wonder Bread, but that's a whole nother conversation. I need to get a fitness person on here to talk about some nutrition. Okay. We're going to talk about this thing. But anyway, all right, forget it. focus, Natasha. So you have to have a good, fun staff to have happy customers. You can have daily contests or challenges that are tied to the goals of the sales goals, but you exchange it for some form of recognition or some form of a gift card, a lunch, a treat to lunch. It doesn't have to be elaborate or anything like that, but let them have fun. Now, here's the key. Don't have this challenge for a week long. This is a shift at a time. Say it with me. Shift at a time. Okay. And you can do this with any size team that you have. Okay. And so if you're going to do the challenge, you don't do it a whole week and everything, because people have a short attention span and they're like, oh, I'm bored. But if you shorten it for the shift, like, okay, so the person that sells the most bottled water is going to get treated to lunch, or they're going to get pizza party or whatever. It could be a thank you, or something that's nominal but also shows a lot of appreciation as well. Okay, so remember, fun staff, happy customers. Don't make your staff angry and ornery and unappreciated, because it will reflect after that. Okay, make sure that the customer service standards and the standards of the environment, that it's visible, but also it's honored. It has to be honored as well every single day. What do I mean by that? You can't say in a long team meeting or in a corporate meeting or an operations meeting, hey, we have these customer standards and we do this and this, and our environment should be clean, and don't forget to dust and da 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 da. Here's the thing. If you only talk about it once a month and there's no evidence of it anywhere in your office, that will become a problem. No one's going to remember. So you can have really fun ways of putting it up on a board, putting signs up, putting really like mental triggers or standard triggers up in the office without it feeling like, oh, here we go again with the checklist, right? But you can have fun with it and reminding people on a consistent basis. This is how you implement this, right? Little reminders and heart shape. Did you tell your customer thank you? Did you remember to say, even when you pick up the phone, thank you? Like here at Impact Branding, one of the things that, I like to say when I'm doing, because it's really my honor to serve you. Why? Because it really is. I am serving my clients, and it truly is my honor to serve my clients. It really is. And so therefore, I don't want any of that to fall by the wayside, because next week we're going to talk about this key thing. A customer's value is more than just a paid invoice. Come on. I'm going to talk to some people next week. Okay. But anyway, that's what I'm talking to you about. And here's the other thing, main important. Do not neglect your customers. Don't neglect your clients. Communicate with them often, educate them about cool things, notify them about community things, right? It doesn't always have to be about you. It doesn't always have to be about your product or your service. If, say, for example, you have a client and they're say, okay, good one. Let's say you sell clothes. That's all you sell is clothes. However, you don't sell shoes, you don't sell jewelry, you sell clothes. Now, someone in the industry who does sell jewelry or clothes, say they're having like a really great sale, okay? They don't sell clothes, you sell clothes. The only thing they do is sell shoes or jewelry or both. And you know that they're having a sale. Why wouldn't you inform your customer, your client, about the sale that they're having? That's just great communication. Now you're showing value. They're like, oh my God, they're so awesome. Thank you for letting me know, right? So here's what I want to say to you is, don't be stingy with good information. Let people know that you care, communicate with them as well. And that's all I got for you today. So it's your chief visionary. If you ever need me for speaking training or as a strategist, you can always reach me. Just go over to impactbrandingconsulting.org, impactbrandingconsulting.org, and you can book a real simple power chat, right? So I told y'all that this is live. So you know that my mouse has decided not to work, right? So now my mouse don't want to work. It just want to act crazy. So you see me reaching over here trying to get to the screen. But you know what? I'm going to live my best life. No, my battery's not dead. My battery is not dead. So yes, like I said, you definitely can schedule your power chat. Go ahead and go online. I will be here next week at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be stingy with the information. Tell somebody to come hang out with your girl. Your chief visionary is here in the Business Lab, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's on Thursdays. On Thursdays, okay? Not Wednesday, not Tuesday, but Thursday. What time? 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My West Coast people, I'm sorry, I love you, but guess what? You could easily catch the replay. That's right. So yes, you can definitely catch the replay. If you do catch the replay, please drop that hashtag replay team in the chat so I can also show you some love as well. All right, so today we were talking about that good information. How are we going to increase our sales from where? The inside out. Okay. All right. So you know what time it is. It's time for some love. It's time for some love. I want you to know that I love you. You love me. We're the perfect family. All right. So guess what? Y'all can hear it. Come with me now, right? I do it for what? My culture. One love, one heart. Come on. Come on. Sing with me. One love. Let them say again. One heart. Let's get together. And do what? We're going to feel all right. How you say? Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I'm going to feel all right. Let's get together and feel all right. I love you guys. Take care. See you later.